Hey guys, Sam here from KeyCommerce.com. In this video, you're going to learn how to set up your shipping and return settings in Google Merchant Center next. You need to do this before you can run your Google Shopping and your Performance Max campaigns. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it in this video. Let's get into it. First, log into Google Merchant Center and click Shipping and Returns on the left-hand menu. Shipping Policies is the first tab here, so we'll tackle this first. Click Add Shipping Policy here. Now, before we add our policies, if you don't have a shipping policy on your website, go to the link below this video and get access to our shipping policy template. You can use this to create the shipping policies page for your store with all the information Google requires. I'll leave a link to that down below. Now, we're asked to select the country or multiple countries that this shipping policy will apply to. I'm going to select our store's domestic country for the United States for this policy, but I will talk about setting up for other countries as well. On the next page, we select the country again and click Continue. Now, we're being asked about which products this shipping policy will apply to. I'm going to select all products. I'm doing this to keep this video simple, but I do want to touch on how you can select specific products for this shipping policy to apply to. It will take just 20 seconds and it's valuable information even if you don't need it right now. In our product data feed and our product feed, which we cover in our other videos, you'll need to set up an attribute called shipping label. And for the products that you want to have a specific shipping policy applied to, you'll set a label for them under this attribute. For example, oversized freight. With those data placed in your feed on this page, you'll select specific products and then assign that label for the policy. Now, let's return to setting up the shipping policy and click Continue. This page is about determining delivery times. Google tries to make it easy for you if you use just one popular carrier in your country. For example, if you are in the United States and you just use FedEx, you will add the address that you ship from here. Then you'll add the maximum number of days it takes you to get the product into that carrier's hands. This is known as the handling time. Identify which days you do this fulfillment on and what the cutoff time is for an order to come in during the day. For example, if you set a cutoff time of 2 p.m. and you have a handling time of 1 day, then an order being made at 12 p.m. must be in the carrier's hands by the next day. But an order coming in at 3 p.m. can go out in 2 business days. Next, you set the carrier and its service level. Now, if you use different carriers which depend on the product or shipping option that your customers select, then choose Enter Specific Delivery Times manually. Here, you're going to again set a cutoff time and a handling time. Then you're going to set a range for your expected transit times. That means the number of days from the moment your carrier gets the product from you and when it arrives to your customer's shipping address. Note, there's a minimum and a maximum. That will be your range of days. You can set this for all destinations or by zones of destination that you custom set. Down below, you'll see Google's interpretation of the information you've given it for the total delivery time. If that looks right, click Continue. On this last step of the process, Google wants to know how much the shipping costs. If you decide to offer free shipping for all your items, then simply go with the default here and click Save. Now, I strongly recommend that you offer free shipping. 9 out of 10 shoppers say that free shipping is their biggest incentive to shop online. Stores that offer free shipping have 30% higher average order values, and many shoppers expect free shipping, and 61% of customers say that they're likely to cancel if free shipping isn't offered. But if you don't want to offer free shipping, Google offers many ways to calculate the pricing on shipping. I think it does a good job of describing each method, so I won't go through each one here. Google also makes it simple to edit these policies in the future. So click Save on your setup and let's set up our returns policy. Under the Returns Policy tab, you may see information like this. If so, Google has already sent its indexing robots to your store to learn your return policy. You can review it and choose to accept and continue, edit and continue, or start over. Whichever you choose, the next page is for reviewing or supplying key information regarding your return policy. Google makes it mandatory for your store to have a dedicated page that details your store return policy, and you must give it the URL of that page. If you don't have a returns policy or you want to improve yours to make it much better for your store, go to the link below this video and access our returns policy template. You can use this to copy and paste the policies that we recommend for your store. I'll leave a link to that down below. Okay, for your own policy, you need to add in to Google Merchant Center which countries this policy applies to, then whether you accept returns or not. And finally, if you accept exchanges. Clicking Continue, the next page focuses on 2 other essential details. The first, what must the condition of the product be in for you to accept returns? And how long does the customer have to return the product to you? You can also add in an extension window around the holidays, which some of the biggest retailers often do. And on the final page, we confirm the last 4 elements that Google wants you to know. How may a customer return items? In what currency they will be refunded? Is there a restocking fee? And if so, how much? And finally, how long it will take before the customer receives their refund. Once you've entered this information and click Next, Google again presents you with all these details of your policy to give one more review. Take great care in making sure your website policy and this policy match up perfectly. Google strictly monitors this, and you will get in trouble for any discrepancies, up to and including suspension of your ads. Repeat this process if you have separate returns policies for other countries. And with this done, you've now completed entering your shippings and returns information at an account level, and Google can now deliver the correct information in your ads. A common problem that I see is people setting this up and then forgetting all about it when they change the policies on their site. So keep Google Merchant Center in mind as the platform where you've officially stated your policies to Google. And remember to always keep it up to date with your business. I'll end this lesson echoing my early advice regarding free shipping. Your shipping and return policies should be viewed as part of your marketing. It may be expensive to offer perks like free shipping or 90 days no questions asked returns, but this is how many businesses have found enormous success. The data is clear on this. Shoppers are incredibly attracted to stores that minimize their risk for making a bad purchase. Google knows this, and that's why it puts this information in the Google Shopping ads. That's how we set up our shipping and returns in our Google Merchant Center Next account. After doing this, you're going to need to set up your tax information in your account as well. I have a full tutorial on how to do this. I'll leave a link to that down below. Also, this video here is actually part of our free Google Shopping course. It's a full free course that shows you everything you need to set up, optimize, and scale your shopping campaigns to over 100K per month. It's fully free. I'll leave a link down below. Go and check that out. Also, if you're already generating 20K per month in sales for your e-commerce store and you want to take it to the next level, book a time with my team and I. We use Google Ads, Facebook ads, and conversion rate optimization to scale e-commerce stores every single week. I'd love to meet you. Let's chat. Book a time below. Otherwise, thanks guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Make sure to click here for the next video in the free course, and I'll see you there.